Good afternoon, ma'am.
Shena, switch on the camera. Please switch on the camera. So let's move on to the nutritional value or RDA of a preschool children. We learned the RDA of infant or from 0 to 6 years and then 0 to 6 months and from 6 to 12 months. So let's move on to the RDA of a preschool children. Okay, note down the values. The nutrients are energy, protein, calcium, iron, retinol, beta carotene, that's vitamin A, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, and then folic acid. These are the nutrients they need. So for a 1 to 3-year-old child, their energy requirement is 1060, 1060 energy requirement. And for a 4 to 6-year-old child, it's 1350 kilocalorie. The unit of energy is kilocalorie. It's important. You need to by heart the values. At least by heart the value of energy, protein, calcium, iron. This 4. At least try to remember the first 4. Energy, protein, calcium, and iron. And the protein requirement, that is 16.7 and 20.1. Between 16 to 20. That is a protein requirement of a preschool children. And then calcium requirement, that is almost same. That is same 600 calcium requirement. And is 9 in 1 to 3-year-old child and 13 in 4 to 6-year-old child. There is no gender difference here. And retinol, that is 400. Beta carotene 3200. Thiamine 0.5, riboflavin 0.6, niacin 8, ascorbic acid 40, and folic acid 80. These are the values of RDA. What is RDA, Reena? Full form of RDA? Reena?
Dietary allowance.
Yes, right. Dietary allowance. So what is R? Dietary allowance is right. Or daily allowance is right. What is R? R. R, D, A. D is daily, A is allowance. So what is R? The full form of R.
Right.
Try. Meghna, what is R?
Recommended.
Good. Recommended dietary allowance. What is it, Reina? RDA.
Recommended dietary allowance.
Okay. So these are the RDA of a preschool children. Just compare the energy with infant. The RDA, the energy requirement of an infant and a preschool children. Just check the value. Rena, just check the value in infancy and in early childhood. Why the requirement of energy is high here? Because their physical activities more when compared with an infant, right? When compared with an infant, their physical activity, all the activity is more. That is the reason for improved or increased amount of energy, the value of energy. Here it's 1060 to 1350, right? RD of an energy. Then, what about calcium, Meghna? Infant and a preschooler.
Infant it is 500 and preschool it is 600.
Okay, fine. This is the RDA of a preschool children. At least learn energy, protein, calcium, and iron values. Okay, the values of RDA. Why we need the proteins and calciums? Reina, why we need proteins and calciums?
Those are bodybuilding.
For bodybuilding.
For bones and muscle.
Very good. It's also important for the proper amount of or proper development of bones, proteins, and calcium. Then what about A, C, and D? Vitamin A, C, and D. Functions of vitamins. Igna, you already covered this part. Functions of vitamins. What is the primary function or the basic function of vitamins?
Vitamin D.
Any vitamin.
Like for the eyes.
That's vitamin A. They act as protective nutrients, right? Protection. The vitamins that basically provide protection from infections or dangerous diseases. As a reason, we call vitamins as a protective foods. Vitamin A, C, D, and all.
And for folic acid, what it's mg or mg?
It's microgram. Like, just a minute. This is a symbol for that.
I can't see.
Okay. This is a symbol for folic acid, the unit of folic acid. New GM, which means microgram.
U or M, first letter.
It's like this U with a bent. U with a bent. Okay. Last is M. So this is a new RDA of a preschool children. Next is the RDA of school age children, school going children. Other value. Here you can see some gender differences, the boys and girls. Just look this value. Okay. 10 to 12. The children between 10 to 12. The energy requirement of a boy between 10 to 12-year old. That is 2190. What about girls, Sana? Is it more or less?
Less.
Less. Why? Why, Meghna?
because boys are the most active ones at the age.
Good. Okay. Then about protein, it's almost same. 39.9 and 40.4. For boys, it's 39.9. For girls, it's 40.4. Almost same. Calcium is same, 800. What about the RDA or calcium in preschool children, Sana? Compare the calcium requirement of a preschooler and a school age children. Is there any difference? Just check. Is it more or less? Almost all the values or almost all the nutritive value is high when compared with the previous stages. Just check the calcium, the amount of calcium in preschool time.
600.
Yeah, it's 600. What about a preschool child from 10 to 12? Age between 10 to 12, it's 800. So 600 into 800 increased. Then iron. This is very important. For 10 to 12, a boy between 10 to 12, it's 21. The value of iron or the RDA is 21 for a day. Okay. All these values are for a day. Recommended daily allowance. Okay. The daily. Here it's 27. Why? Nairena. For boys, the iron requirement is only 21, but girls it's 27 between 10 to 12 year old. What's the reason for that? 21 to 27. Meghna,
Girl,
according to your view, what is the reason? Reena,
girls need more amount of iron
why? That's a question.
because for energy not to be anemic.
Okay. Meghna, what is your answer?
Like girls are not that active at the age, so I think to prevent the goiter, it's good to take
Sana,
the.
Like they mature at the age between
very good, very
10 to
good.
12. So
The menstruation. Sometimes starting of menstruation is between 10 to 12 years, right? So we need more amount of iron. That's the reason. Okay, 21 for boys and 27 for girls. Reena, any doubts?
no.
Fine. Then retinol, that is 600 for 7 to 9 and 10 to 11, there is no gender difference. And beta carotene, that is 4,800. Then vitamin C, that is 40. So by heart the RD of vitamin C, 40. Folic acid. Just copy the values of energy, iron, protein, calcium, vitamin C, and folic acid. It's not needed. At least learn the value of energy, protein, calcium, iron, vitamin C, and folic acid. Vitamin C, all are same. 40. Folic acid also almost 120 to 140. Almost same. Iron is very important. The value or the RDA value of iron is very important. It's a sure short answer question. 21 for boys and 27 for girls. School going children or a school age children. Okay. Then there are certain factors that influence the diet intake of a preschool age and a school age children. There are certain factors that affect the diet intake or the food intake? What are the factors that affect? What are the factors affect your food intake? The factors affecting the diet behavior or food intake of an individual or a person. Sana, give any 2 points. Factors that affecting our diet behavior or a food intake, food habits. Any two. Reina, Meghna also think.
Can you repeat the
Yes.
question? Can you repeat
There
the
are
question?
certain fine. There are certain factors that affect the diet behavior of an individual or food intake of an individual. What are the factors? Sana,
Like
any
skipping
two?
breakfast if we
No, not
wake
like
up
that.
um,
Factors are, okay, Sana, continue.
uh, if we wake up so late we will skip breakfast, right?
Okay, then
uh,
Meghna, Sana, think out about the points.
When the parents oppose,
Yeah, the family is an important factor that affect our everyone's diet behavior, right? Then family, very good answer. Then
social media because of diet, like
the
they
parents should always act as a role model for children, hmm, for this diet behavior. So first, the parents need to avoid the high amount of energy-rich foods from their dining tables and include the fruits and vegetables. Okay, then so family is a important factor that affect the diet behavior. Then very good answer. What
social medias,
social medias? Very good. The medias. Naina, what about the medias and food intake? It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous for our school age children. Medias,
Sometimes the media influence us to eat all these things.
right? Almost all the things are very high in calories. The candies, they always target the children. Basically, all the medias target the small children. Then only they get money, right? It's a business. So media and family. Then anything else, Anna? Any other factors that affect our diet behaviors? Think. Then also think. Any other factors?
peer groups.
Good. Peer groups or friends. How? How is it connected? The peer groups and our food intake. So Meghna, the next factor that is peer group. It's by Sana. Okay. Explain, Sana. How it's connected. The peer group and food intake. Basically, during the school time, they spend most of the time with friends. Hmm? They never refuse to eat with friends. They always eat with friends or a friend groups. Hmm. Eat with groups. That is the reason. They easily imitate the friends. Very good. Reina, any other factor? So family, peers, then media. What about emotions, Reina? Is it connected? Emotions and food intake?
Yes.
How? Sometimes we
The
eat more amount of food, but sometimes we eat less amount of food due to extreme emotions. So note down the factors. These are the certain factors that affect diet intake: family environment, peers, media, food availability, socio-cultural influences, and emotions. family environment, peer groups or friend circles, media, the social medias, food availability, socio-cultural, and emotions. Due to all these reasons, most of the times they have unusual amount of weight or they gain more amount of weight due to unhealthy eating behaviors or unhealthy patterns, obesity, right? The binge eating, all these are the certain eating disorders. Then, so it's an activity for you. Ready? Meghna, are you ready? Just close the textbook. Sana, close. Meghna, are you ready to start an activity?
Yes.
So, prepare any one low cost food. Prepare any one menu. Low cost food. Now, first close your textbook and prepare a menu and give a name for that dish. You can create also new dishes. No problem. Just create any one menu. Make it fast, Reina, Sana, Meghna. Make it fast. Yes.
Snacks or anything, like or anything.
Anything. But it should be low in cost. Low cost foods. For a poor family or a child from a poor family. Prepare a menu for a child from a very poor family. Sana, switch on the camera. Make it fast. Only 5 minutes. Give a name for your dish and prepare a menu.
Ma'am, not like usual dish like rice and all.
No. Think. Just think. Not rice. You can think about some other breakfast. Low cost breakfast. That's fine. Just give a name. Sana, make it fast. You're the one to share it first. Sana. I know you're good at this. Make it fast.
And should we explain the process of making it?
No need.
Then
Just
only what should we explain?
just write the name of a dish and then give the ingredients. I need the ingredients for that, for your dish. It should be in low cost food. No special requirements other than that. I need a dish with a low cost. By a 10 rupee or a 20 rupee. Low cost food. For an individual. One person. Maximum 25. Think about the items in your garden or your.
Ma'am, bread is expensive.
Think about a nutritive dish, Reina. Not bread and all. You just prepare a bread then. Think about some fruits or vegetables that is usually seen in your garden. Sana, over. Sana, sorry, Reina, write anything. Just write a menu. Just give a name for your dish first. Take the page number 252. 252. You are not going to do that. What's the name of dish, Meghna? Your dish?
Uttapam.
Okay, good. Sana, name of your dish? It's Uttapam for Meghna. Sana, what's your dish name? A low cost dish. Just give a name of a low cost dish. I don't need the ingredients and all. Reina,
Unnakaya.
Unnakaya. Okay, fine. Good. Sana,
പരിപ്പ് വട.
fine. Good.
Ma'am,
Read the. Meghna,
page number.
252. Can see pongal sweet, lemon rice, green leafy, chi, upma. Upma is a low cost food, right? Meghna, read the paragraph in 254. Feeding children with special needs. Special needs children means the handicapped children or some autism, cerebral palsy. All these are comes under the special needed children. Their feeding is very different from ours, right? We need to provide a very calm environment for the feeding, and then the food, the texture of the food, you should take care the texture, then should not be too spicy according to their need or according to their. What about these feeding of a special need child? You
The
think it's
food,
easy?
no,
Why?
because according to them, you should prepare the food.
Yes. According to their need, we should prepare the food according to their taste. Hmm? The texture is also very important. We should take care about the atmosphere. The calm and quiet atmosphere is needed for some children. So provide that good ambience. Then seated. Uh, let the child be seated in a comfortable place and a position. Some children need a comfortable chair, but some children need an outside environment for feeding. Okay. There are so many difference in feeding a normal baby and feeding a baby with special needs. Okay. So I just read the points. Before feeding your child, it's feeding children with special needs. Okay, I just read. Before feeding your child, set an appropriate ambience for the meal time. Okay, we should take care about the ambience for the meal and provide a quiet atmosphere and wash your hands and that of your child before the meal. Let us say washing of the hands before cleanliness, and then let the child be seated in a comfortable place and a position. So should need a proper atmosphere, should need a correct seating arrangement, and then convey positive emotion by staying calm. They should be in a calm emotion. Their emotion should be stable. And using the right spoon, plates, or small bowls with handles that help the child to self feed. It's another point. Then, food should be of the right temperature. It's important. Food should be of right temperature, neither too hot or too cold. Then, provide finger foods. Finger foods means the finely chopped potato, finely chopped carrots, and all. Hmm? So, provide the finger foods and use straws if needed. These are the certain changes of feeding an infant with a special need with a normal baby. Okay, what are the certain changes? We need to provide an appropriate ambience. Then, according to their need, we need to prepare the dishes. Don't add too much of spicy foods. Provide them fruits and vegetables as finely chopped. Then, texture should be noted. Then, anything else? Totally, we should be very careful while feeding a special needed children. Okay, the children with autism, they are very good children. They are very good children. Hmm? Uh, only their socialization is a only the socialization is problem for autistic children. Hmm? For your practicals, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Hmm? Just turn the page and look. Any doubts for your practicals? So for this week, you need to prepare a healthy dish. You need to snack and send me the picture or a very short video. So for your Sunday. Hmm? And do the practical 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do it fast, okay? You don't have more, so many time. So make it fast. If you have any doubts, you can call me.